Bitters. Is that the blue thing of the bitters?
Yeah. Can't hear anything at the moment. Muted. Peter is muted.
Girls being fed, love.
No.
Right, come on. You can be fed and you can stay out here.
Putting himself on that. Nothing much happening. This is connecting to audio. Chat.
Hey, that's enough.
Computer audio.
I've got something.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Broken and Repaired Cocktail Masterclass. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Peter Kittermaster. I'm going to be leading your class today. I'm going to be making the cocktails along with you and drinking them as well. So hopefully we're in for a good night. If you have any questions, any comments, things like that during the class, we'll keep an eye on the comment section on here. So do drop us a message and we'll try and get back to you. Either I'll get back to you on camera or someone will type a response to you in the comments. But moving on, so you all have your cocktail box with you. I'm just going to really quickly go through it with everyone while I get set up, give you guys a chance to get set up as well, and just to make sure we're all on the same page with what ingredients and things we've got. So just to quickly go through the box, we've got some pineapple juice, soda water, and cranberry juice. Also have some ginger beer. And 2 more juices, have some orange juice and apple juice. We provided you all with a measure and a bar spoon for tonight. You'll also have some marmalade, some citrus that we're going to be using, so limes, lemons, and an orange as well. And then you all also have your alcohol. So we've got some Cointreau, which is a sweet orange liqueur, our Bombay Sapphire Gin, our Absolute Vodka, El Jimador Tequila, Mount Gay Rum, Campari, some Creme de Cassis, some dill syrup, which is one of the syrups that we make in-house here at Broken Repaired, some Saint-Germain, which is an elderflower liqueur, Orgeat. This is an almond syrup. I haven't found anything warning against allergies and things like that online or on the bottle, but if you do have a nut allergy, please don't use it. And some sweet vermouth, and you'll also have some sugar syrup as well. Oh, and in a small little pet bottle, you'll have some Angostura bitters as well. So that should be everything you've got in your box. We also asked you guys to get a few things just for the class, mainly being ice, some sort of shaker. So if you don't have a Boston tin like this, we found protein shakers work really well, Kilner jars, jam jars, anything like that you can use. It'll also help to hand. It'll also help if you have a chopping board and knife to hand as well. And I believe that's everything you're going to need for the class. So the first cocktail we're going to be moving on to tonight is called a Mexica. It's a lovely tequila-based drink. Uses the dill syrup. So you're going to need your tequila, the Campari, the dill syrup, orange juice, and a little bit of salt as well. Oh, and the lemon. But don't worry, the ingredients will be up on screen in just a moment. Just while I get set up, and I'll give you guys a chance to get set up as well. But yeah, I'll see you all in a couple of minutes.
Are they standing right behind the man?
You think our glasses are right?
What does she say?
Under the glasses. Yeah. Okay, I'll be your assistant.
Around
Oh, yeah, the measurements. Oh God, yeah.
This must be the tequila.
40 ml. 10.
Google it. Can we turn that off or just read
Yeah.
the music? It's really. Where's your phone?
Next to it.
Yeah. This is where the glasses go on off on off.
Uh-huh.
So there you go, love.
That's why I position myself over here.
You want to do it that way, do you?
I want to grab 4.
Do it that way, okay? Fine.
Good.
I'll come to the side. They're the same, they must be, they're just different shapes.
Yeah. Just like you,
Okay.
same volume, different sizes.
Let's be careful now.
Okay, welcome back everyone. So like I was saying, our first cocktail tonight is a cocktail called a Mexica. This is a cocktail that was invented at London Cocktail Week in 2016. Actually won a lot of prizes. So we're gonna make it and see what you guys think. So the first ingredient we're going to need is our lemon juice. So if you grab your lemon, just cut it in half. And squeeze the juice from the lemon into your cocktail shaker, whatever you're using. Just make sure you keep your hand underneath to catch any pips, anything you don't want in the cocktail, and just squeeze the juice, get it all into your shaker. And then you can get rid of that lemon husk. The next thing we're going to add is our orange juice. So find the easiest way to do this is just to use the straw. Oh. Being told that someone's used all the apple juice and all the Campari. So for this, Campari is a bitter spirit. So if you've got any Aperol, that's a really good substitute. Other than that, I'm afraid there's nothing to substitute. As for the apple juice, we're going to be using it in a cocktail called an Eden. It's a very fresh cocktail. And really the juice doesn't matter that much, but just use whatever juice you really like, something fresh and light. We're going back to where we are with the Mexica. So in your shaker, you should have half a lemon squeezed in there. Next ingredient we're going to add is our orange juice. And you want just 20 ml of that. So the small side of our measure, just fill that with the orange juice. Pour that into your shaker. Next ingredient we're going to add is our dill syrup. So this is a syrup we make in-house here at Broken Repaired. If you don't like dill, if you really hate it, you can substitute this with sugar syrup. It won't change the taste that much, but hopefully everyone likes dill. So again, it's just 20 ml of that, so almost a full measure of the small side of the jigger that we've provided for you. That just goes into your cocktail shaker as well. Next, we've got our Campari. So like I said, Campari is a bitter orange spirit. It is very potent, so we're only going to be using a little bit of it in this cocktail. So I want you to grab the bar spoon that we've provided you with and just pour into the bar spoon and into your shaker. Final alcoholic ingredient we have is the tequila. So we're just going to add a double shot of the tequila, so the large side of the measure, into your shaker. And finally, just to offset all the ingredients, tequila and salt goes really well together. So you're going to add a generous pinch of salt just into the shaker as well with everything else. Like so. Next step that we're going to do, hopefully everyone's followed along with me, but the next step we're going to do is shake the cocktail. So when we shake the cocktail, we're chilling it, we're diluting it, and we're mixing all the ingredients together. And you've got to remember, you're not rocking these ingredients to sleep, you're trying to wake them up. So it's an aggressive, hard shake. So I want to see, I've got a screen just off to my right. I'll be able to see everyone's shake. So I want to see everyone shaking properly. So after you've done that, just fill your shaker with ice. Whatever you're using. If you've not got a Boston tin like mine, you just want sort of enough ice to cover the liquid that's inside. But then close up your shaker and give it a good hard shake. So, excellent, everyone. See some great shaking going on. After you've shaken for about 15-20 seconds, until you can feel the container getting really nice and cold. Stop shaking. Just open up your tins, whatever you're using, your shaker, and then we're just going to strain into a small rocks glass like this. If you don't have a strainer or anything, don't worry, we'll just use the back of the bar spoon. Just hold as much of the ice back as you can. Just pour it into the glass. There you've got that lovely orange color going from the juice, obviously. This lovely fresh cocktail. So hopefully everyone has got on with that nicely. I'm going to be giving you a break in just a second. Make sure you show us how you've done with your cocktails, but we'll give it a try. So I really like how much the tequila comes through in that cocktail. And I think the dill works really nicely with it as well. And the salt works really nicely as well with tequila, of course. Sort of makes you want to go back for more after you drank it. But yeah, like I said, we're going to be taking another quick break just to let you guys enjoy that cocktail quickly and get ready for the next one. Our next cocktail is a classic cocktail. It's called a breakfast martini. For this one, you're going to need your gin, Cointreau, the other half of that lemon that we just used, marmalade, and then you can have some toast to garnish it if you want. It's not 100% necessary. Oh, it's another shaken cocktail, and you'll also need a martini glass like that one. If you don't have the exact glasses we're using today, don't worry, be creative, put it in whatever you like, and make sure you show us on Instagram and things like that. But yeah, I'm going to give you guys a quick break. The ingredients will be up on screen while I'm off camera, but I'll see you in a couple of minutes, so cheers.
That's probably even better than the Cosmo last week.
That one's delicious. Yeah, can't hear anybody.
No.
Skip the husk.
Mm. Yeah. That's something you could imagine just sitting out and drinking, you know, nice summer's evening.
Mm.
I'm glad we didn't have this last week with the other
Mhm.
four. It's nice
Yeah.
to separate them out.
So, you taking over this?
Yeah, I'm doing this one. What does that message say? To everyone, type message here. Love the
Best yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It'll do nicely.
I do like that.
Hit to it.
Mm.
Or are you having this one?
No, well, it's just that marmalade, just to me, I don't know how this is going to work.
Mm.
Do I need to rinse the container?
Ooh, ooh.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed the Mexica. If not, hopefully you'll enjoy this next one. So this next cocktail is called a breakfast martini. It was invented in a bar in Soho in London by an Italian bartender called Salvatore Calabresi. I hope I haven't butchered that name too badly. But the story goes that his English wife once forced him to sit down and have breakfast one day and gave him marmalade on toast. And he loved the taste of this marmalade so much that he ended up taking the whole jar to work with him that day and ended up perfecting what became his signature cocktail. We're going to make a version of it here today. So the first step for this cocktail is, again, it's a shaken cocktail, so we're going to be using our shaker. The garnish for this cocktail, I've just been reminded, is toast. So if you want to get some bread toasting to have with this cocktail, feel free. Mine's just popped over in the corner. But the first step to add to our shaker is lemon juice again. So again, half of a lemon, and just squeeze it into our shaker. Make sure you're catching any pips, anything you wouldn't want in the cocktail. And you can get rid of the husk. Next, we're going to add our lovely marmalade. So, with the bar spoons we provided for you, I've lost mine. There we are. Oh, nope, doesn't fit. Or with a knife, just scoop out some of the marmalade. Ooh. You want about a bar spoon's amount of the marmalade, and just chuck that in as well. So the marmalade provides the sweetness for this cocktail, alongside our lovely Cointreau, which is a sweet orange liqueur. And we're just going to add 15 ml of the Cointreau. So that's half of the small side of your measure into the shaker. And finally, we're going to add our lovely London dry gin. Like I said, this cocktail was invented in London, so it has to be a London dry gin. And we're going to add a good double shot, so the large side of the measure, into the shaker as well. So when we shake this cocktail, because it's finely cut marmalade, it'll all dissolve nicely into the cocktail with the ice, and that's another reason why you've got to shake it good and hard. But yeah, hopefully everyone's with me. Once you've done that, just fill your shaker with ice. Close it up and give it a good hard shake. And you want to keep shaking until you start to feel your container getting really nice and cold, so you can hear the ice sort of starting to break apart. Should take about 15-20 seconds. And then just open up your shaker and then strain into our nice martini glass or whatever you're using. Again, I'm just going to use the back of my spoon to hold back as much of the ice as I can. Oop. Don't worry if some gets in there. There you have it. There is the breakfast martini. If your toast has popped as well, feel free to use any of the marmalade that you've got left over. Just have yourself a little snack in the middle of a cocktail class. Why not? Yeah, there you have it. The breakfast martini. So I'll give it a try. Oh, excuse me. So what you should notice about this cocktail is that lovely citrusy orange hit that comes through it. The slight bitterness of the marmalade sort of hits you right at the end when you're drinking it as well. And then the gin's just there sort of to add a nice boozy punch to it as well. But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. We're going to take another quick break in just a second. The next cocktail we're moving on to is called an Eden. It's a really nice light elderflower drink. Uses the vodka, Saint Germain, apple juice. Again, if you don't have the apple juice, feel free to use whatever juice you like. You don't want it to be too overpowering, though. You're also going to need the soda water, and this drink goes in a tall glass, a lot like this one. But yeah, I'll leave you guys to enjoy the breakfast martini for just a moment. Again, the ingredients will be up on screen in just a moment, but I'll leave you to enjoy. So cheers.
Hello, how much gin was meant to be in the last drink?
It's 15 mils, I think.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's,
But that was 15 mil for the Contro.
Oh, 50. Oh, 50. Brilliant.
you said gin, right?
Yeah, gin. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you very much.
50 mil.
Cheers.
Okay, welcome back everyone. I hope you all enjoyed the breakfast martini. The next cocktail we're moving on to is again a shaken cocktail. It's called an Eden. This is a really fresh, summery drink. It's just elderflower and apple, so it's a lovely sort of summer's day drink to have. So to start with, we're going to add our vodka to our shaker. So you want 50 ml of this vodka, so a double shot into your shaker. The next ingredient we're going to add is the Saint Germain. So this is an elderflower liqueur. It provides the elderflower taste and the main taste in this drink, because vodka is a very neutral flavor. And we just want 15 ml of that, so half of the small side of your measure into your shaker. And finally, we're going to add our apple juice. And we just want a single shot of that, so the small side of the measure into the shaker as well. The last ingredient in this drink is the soda water. Obviously, we don't add that to the shaker because it will fizz up and explode all over us, which it's always a funny prank to play on new bartenders, but we won't do it here. So yeah, next thing we're going to do is add ice to our shaker. Close it up and give it a good hard shake again. Some great shaking going on. Everyone's getting the hang of it now. So after you finish shaking, we're going to strain the cocktail into, actually, you just pour the cocktail straight into a tall glass, ice and everything. Nice like that. And then we're just going to top it with our soda water. Okay, so. And there you have it. That's our Eden cocktail. If you've got some flowers or anything like that to garnish it with, please feel free. It'll add a lovely aroma to the drink as well. But we'll give it a try. Hopefully everyone's with me. So yeah, the main thing that comes through, like I was saying, is that lovely elderflower taste, really fresh cocktail, and it is quite boozy as well. Yeah, I hope you're all enjoying the cocktail so far. We're going to take another break, let you guys enjoy the cocktail while we get ready for the next one, which is called a Mai Tai, a classic tiki cocktail. For this one, you're going to need your rum, the Cointreau, again, that we used in the breakfast martini, orgeat, which again is an almond syrup. So if anyone has a nut allergy, please do avoid it. You can substitute it for sugar syrup if you like. You're going to need one of your limes, pineapple juice, and the Angostura bitters, which is in the little pipettes that we provided for you, tiny little things. But yeah, I'll give everyone a bit of time to enjoy the cocktail. Do let us know how you're getting on in the comments and things, and I'll see you in a minute. So cheers.
Oh, hang on. What's this one? Cointreau, triple.
Drink or Cointreau,
Oh, I see.
same thing.
Mm.
Which one the other two?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in. I don't know, she's on the second half there. That's the outside.
I don't do that.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry we're late.
Great pressures. What's everyone's favourite so far?
I like them all, actually.
Bad thing.
The Mexica for me. I thought that was lovely.
Yeah, that's my favourite too.
It was followed very quickly by the breakfast one. I thought that was rather nice as well.
I think my favourite is the breakfast
That's
one.
the most boozy one.
Boozy.
The breakfast one was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last one, the Eden, I don't know, it just tastes like a cordial to me. It's not as...
Yeah, it doesn't taste very alcoholic.
It could be quite dangerous, though.
Yeah, I bet it is dangerous.
I thought it tasted really alcoholic.
Tip more vodka in next time, maybe.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Just forget the measurements, just top it up. Maybe less soda and more of vodka. I think we might have just topped it up too much with soda.
It was.
Yeah, I think we put too much sugar in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Did you feel it? What's your favourite?
Welcome back, everyone. From what I've heard, it sounds like everyone's enjoying the cocktail so far. With the Eden, do remember there's a double shot of vodka in there, and the Saint Germain is alcoholic as well, so it does pack a punch, even if you can't taste it. But yeah, the next cocktail we're going to be moving on to is a Mai Tai. It's a real classic tiki drink. It's a bit disputed who came up with the recipe for it. It was either Trader Vic's or Don the Beachcomber, and bartenders like to argue about which recipe is better. We're going to be making a Don the Beachcomber sort of recipe today. Yeah, hopefully you all enjoy. Like I said, once again, the orgeat is an almond syrup. Again, just to warn people, if you do have a nut allergy, please don't use it. Just use the sugar syrup instead. But without much further ado, we'll get started. So the first ingredient we're going to add to this, so it's a shaken cocktail once again. So the first ingredient we're going to add is our lime juice. So just cut your lime in half and then squeeze the juice into your shaker. Just make sure you cover it up, get as much of that juice into the shaker as you can. And then you can get rid of the lime husk. Throw mine on the floor. There we go. Next ingredient we're going to add is that orgeat. So like I said, this is an almond syrup, so it's going to add a lot of the sweetness for this drink. It is also a very potent ingredient. So we're only going to add about 10 ml of it. So again, the bar spoon we provided for you. You just fill that with the orgeat and pop that in your shaker. If you're using the sugar syrup, again, just by a bar spoon measure. Next ingredient we're going to add is our Cointreau. This is the other sweet ingredient in the cocktail. It's our sweet orange liqueur, and we're going to add 15 ml of this, so half of the small side of your measure, just into the shaker. Next, we've got our lovely pineapple juice. So just open up the bottle that we provided for you, and you're just going to add 1 shot, so the small side of the measure, into your cocktail shaker. And finally, we've got our lovely rum. So again, this is a double shot of our Mount Gay rum, our lovely gold rum. And that just goes straight into the shaker as well. The Angostura bitters we're going to use for garnish right at the end. But after you've got all those ingredients into your shaker, add ice and give it a really good shake. When you shake pineapple juice, you'll normally notice a nice white head that will form on top of it if you've shaken it properly. So we'll be able to tell how everyone's shaking is going on. So yeah, give it a really good shake for me once you've got all the ingredients in there. Lovely. Once you've all shaken up the cocktail, you can add ice to our short glass. So, and then if you don't have a strainer, again, just make sure you hold back as much of the ice as you can with your bar spoon. Just pour into the glass. Lost my bitters. And then finally, after you've shaken it into the cocktail, you're going to add our lovely Angostura bitters, which is an aromatic bitters, just a couple of drops just on top. And there you have it, the Mai Tai. Supposedly in Tahitian, it means the best. So we'll give it a try and see what we think. So again, this is a cocktail really packed with alcohol. The first thing you should notice when you drink it is that lovely smell that comes off from the bitters. And then there's that lovely sort of pineapple and almond mix from the orgeat and the pineapple juice. Really nice cocktail. You'll find it on most cocktail menus around the world. So I hope you enjoy it. We're going to be taking another slightly longer break so you guys can enjoy the 4 cocktails we've just made. When we come back, we'll be making another tequila-based cocktail called an El Diablo. The ingredients will be up on screen during the break, but you'll need your tequila, your creme de cassis, which is a blackcurrant spirit, your lime and your ginger beer, and also a tall glass to serve it in. But yeah, we're going to give you a few minutes to enjoy those 4 drinks. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. So cheers.
This is perfect.
Cheers, guys.
I'm still drinking the first one. To be fair.
These are going down very well.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a good one, that one.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely getting better as we go on.
Because we're getting more drunk.
Yeah, probably.
It's funny that, isn't it? The more alcohol you drink, the more you enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think if it started with the E and then progressed to
Yeah.
get broken in gently.
What is that one again?
That was nice. I've added more lime.
First one, that's the Mexican.
I think that's my favourite.
Yeah, it's my favourite.
Yeah, I should be running it.
We'll make
On holiday. It makes me really want to go on holiday.
Yeah.
It has actually improved it.
It has.
Won't make that one. And well, it's got second actually.
More orgy.
Right? Who's that? I'm just the people.
Nice.
She knows what we're talking about.
Maybe she have a pen.
Do it, it'll be funny.
No, Tim, let's not get silly.
Right.
Festival.
No.
Girl. It's not got overboard.
I need it to say that.
You finish something.
No, he's up. I'm joking. Still got 2 left.
I need the one with the liqueur. Too strong otherwise.
This one is delicious.
The breakfast martini.
You might want to.
Actually, I'll be fucked up by brunch. Damn.
Shots. What are you on about shots, Ellie? Tom got the football on.
Yeah. It's halfway, half time in the Palace game.
Who's winning?
Palace.
2-0.
2-0.
2-0. They scored 2 goals.
Mm.
They've scored all season.
They're playing all well. Playing really well. Well.
That's one on this thing.
That's nice.
Yep.
Like that one.
Where that's Tim Hazeldine.
I was going to say, I used to play rugby.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, man.
Good. Yeah.
Where are you in the world now?
Oh, drinking alcohol with you guys. By looks of things. Everything all right?
Yeah, all good, man.
Good.
You been down the club, or you when did you leave?
A couple of years ago, I had children. Messed everything up, didn't they?
Yeah, gutted.
Rugby career over.
We might have some
I went over there.
Yeah, and that one.
cassis.
Well, there's a half a line. Ginger beer. Oh, I'm not keen on ginger beer.
welcome back, everyone. It sounds like you're all getting to know each other, or some of you all already know each other, which is an amazing coincidence. So the next cocktail we're going to be moving on to is called an El Diablo. It's a tequila-based drink again. The same person who supposedly came up with the Mai Tai, the last drink we made. This cocktail also appeared in his cocktail book, Trader Vic's cocktail book. It's a lovely, lovely drink. Ginger beer, tequila, and blackcurrant works really well as a combination. So we'll give it a go, see what everyone thinks. So the first step for this one is, again, it's a shaken cocktail. So you're just going to need your shaker, whatever you're using. And we're going to squeeze half of our lime into the shaker. Just make sure you get as much juice as you can into the shaker. And then you can get rid of that lime. So the next thing we're going to add is our creme de cassis. Again, like I was saying, it's lovely blackcurrant liqueur. This also provides the sweetness in this drink, counteracts that lime, because it's a very sweet liqueur. And we're going to add 15 ml of this, so half of the small side of our measure. Just straight into our shaker. And then the final ingredient we're going to add to the shaker is our tequila. Again, this is a lot like the Eden, where we don't want to add the fizzy ingredient to the shaker or it will explode everywhere. So you should just have about 50 ml of of your tequila left. So the large side of your measure into your shaker. So that's all the ingredients. And once again, this is a shaken cocktail. So if you guys haven't been getting any exercise during lockdown, hopefully we've given you a bit of a workout today. So yeah, just fill your shaker with ice. You should be experts at this by now, and give it a really good shake for me. There we are. Once you finish shaking, just open up your shaker. And then with this one, we're not going to separate the ice, just pour it all straight into your nice tall glass. First thing you should notice is that lovely color that's come from the creme de cassis. And then finally, we're just going to top it with our ginger beer. And that is our El Diablo. So like I was saying, really fresh, summery cocktail. But yeah, give it a try. Tell me what you think. So yeah, it's sort of a cocktail that was always going to work. All the ingredients work so nicely individually with each other that it's just such a nice combination. If you don't like ginger beer, it may not be for you because that's a very overpowering taste that does come through it. But I also like that lovely blackcurrant taste that comes from the creme de cassis as well. Yeah, again, enjoy that. Let me know what you think. The next cocktail we're going to be moving on to is we're going to be having a break from shaking. It's going to be a stirred cocktail. It's another classic cocktail. It's called a Negroni. For this one, it's just 3 ingredients. You're going to need your gin, your Campari, and your sweet vermouth. And you also need your orange as well, just to garnish it at the end. And the Negroni goes in a small glass, like that one. But yeah, I'll give you guys a bit of time to enjoy the El Diablo or any other cocktails you've got. Got any questions, again, please do leave a comment. But I'll see you in a minute. So cheers.
Was it a Negroni? No, short. Whiskey glass.
No.
No? And he has to be unused. Hi, Steph.
Hi.
Hi, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Did you like that last cocktail?
What, the one with the ginger beer? No, because I don't like ginger beer.
Oh no, the one with the. Oh yeah, what's ginger beer? Yeah, sorry.
So I've given that one to Paul.
Yeah, it's a bit minty, that one, I thought. It tastes like mint, that one. That's fresh.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Creme de cacao.
Really?
It's blackcurrant, but
I didn't like it. The Mai Tai.
Mai Tai's nice.
That's my favourite. I'm out of cocktail, someone won.
Which one do I want?
Which one's next?
The Negroni.
Negroni. Gin.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Gin Campari.
Oh, I'm gonna be shit faced.
You're gonna have some of this for that, aren't we?
Is that horrible?
Yeah.
Not that one for driving.
Definitely.
That one's actually quite strong, but it's nice.
Mm.
Little short ones. No, I added more to it.
It's kilos.
Prosecco. Brendan, stop misbehaving.
Backhand, yeah.
Go meet John.
So welcome back, everyone. So like I was saying just before the break, next cocktail we're making is called a Negroni. The story behind this cocktail is it's named after an Italian count, and it's actually a variation on another classic cocktail called an Americano. An Americano is sweet vermouth, Campari, and soda. And supposedly, this Count Negroni went to London, and when he came back to Italy, he asked his normal bartender for his Americano, but to substitute the soda for some London dry gin. And that's how the Negroni was born. And we're going to be making it today. The recipe has remained completely unchanged. And yeah, this is it. So it's just equal parts of your gin, sweet vermouth, and Campari, bitter orange liqueur. Now, I should warn everyone, this is not a drink for everyone. The Campari really comes through in this one. And like I said, it is a bitter orange liqueur. This drink is so nice. If you do get used to drinking them things, it's so nice as an aperitif, sort of something before a meal. Yeah, but I'll stop talking about it and we'll make it. So in your small glass, or whatever glass you want to use, we're going to mix all the ingredients in there. So if you grab your gin, and you just want the small side of our measure, we're going to fill that full of the gin. It goes straight into the glass. Next ingredient is our sweet vermouth. Again, just small side of the measure, all the way to the top, into the glass. And finally, we've got our Campari, our bitter orange liqueur. And once again, it's just the small side of the measure, right the way to the top, into the glass. So once you've done all that, next step is just to add ice to our glass. And then with the bar spoon we've given you, just give it a good stir. Just mix all those ingredients, chill the cocktail down. You want to keep stirring it until the glass starts to get a bit frosted on the outside. Tells you it's cool enough. Remember, the ice will melt and dilute the cocktail more as you're drinking it, and you can always stir something more, so you never want to over stir a cocktail. And then the final step is just cut a little bit off of our orange. Whoop. A small slice. And just pop that in as well. And there you have it. That's our Negroni. So like I was saying, it is sort of a classic aperitif, sort of a lovely thing to have before a meal. And it won't be for everyone. I should mention that, because that bitter or Campari really comes through in the drink. It is a sipping cocktail. It's not one that you can just sort of knock back. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think of that one. The next cocktail we're moving on to is another shaken one. We're going back to shaking, and it's a Cosmopolitan cocktail that I'm sure everyone's heard of. It's classically served in a martini glass. If you don't have a martini, don't worry. Use whatever you like. But you're going to need your vodka for this, the Cointreau, again, cranberry. The cranberry juice that we provided for you, your lime and your sugar syrup as well. And you keep the orange there as well, because we'll need that. But yeah, I'll see you all in a couple of minutes. I'll let you enjoy the Negroni. Let me know what you think. Like I said, it is quite a polarizing drink. Some people love them, some people hate them. But yeah, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Cheers.
What's triple sec?
Right.
No,
Oh,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
vodka.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
absolute vodka.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, that one is rank.
I'm not.
Not fair.
Yeah, absolute
I'm not a fan of that one.
No,
We've added prosecco and sugar syrup.
Oh,
good call.
Yeah, the soda.
Yeah.
does it make it better?
Slightly. It's bearable.
Fair enough.
Drink that breakfast thing.
That martini one. Strong, but it's nice. At least the martini one.
Not better.
It's not perfect.
I couldn't drink too many of those though.
No.
Yeah.
Aren't you not knocking back?
Well, yeah, but that is
Just
not.
keep open one.
We like to drink them.
Trying to get me pissed or something?
No.
You guys need to see it off as well if you don't like it.
No.
We'll do something with that later. We'll add ginger beer.
Yeah, we'll tip it down the sink, that one.
No, that's
Tip it down the sink.
I'm not tipping it down the sink.
Hold your nose and tip it back.
Yeah.
Where's yours, Ellie?
Tom's drinking it.
I need to keep
Do you like it, Tom?
It's not bad. I was a bit worried about it. It's quite boozy, but it's all right.
It is a certainly one of those acquired tastes, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a bit of an end of night drink, I think.
Yeah, because it's so strong.
Welcome back, everyone. Like I said, that Negroni is quite polarizing, and it is an acquired taste. You're absolutely right. But the next cocktail we're going to be moving on to is a cocktail that in bartending is known as the modern classic. It came about in the 90s and shot to worldwide fame, being Madonna's favorite drink and featured on Sex and the City all the time and things like that. And it's, of course, the Cosmopolitan. Yeah, it's a vodka-based drink, absolutely lovely, and we're going to make it now for you. So the first step in making this cocktail is our vodka. So we're going to add, this is a shaken cocktail once again. So grab your shaker, whatever you're using, and then you're going to add a single shot to the small side of the measure of our vodka into the tin. Next ingredient we're going to add is our Cointreau, again, our sweet orange liqueur. And it's just a shot of that, again, straight into your shaker. I find a lot of the times when you get this cocktail in bars and things, they'll just do sort of vodka, Cointreau, cranberry, but I find it a little hard to drink, a little harsh when you have it like that. So what we're going to do is just grab one of your limes and cut that in half, and just squeeze a little bit of the lime juice in. You don't want to completely get all the juice out of it. Just give it quite a gentle squeeze. Place that to one side. And then just to offset the lime juice a little bit, we're going to add a bar spoon measure of our sugar syrup into the shaker as well. And then the final ingredient we're going to add is our cranberry juice. So there are some recipes that call for cranberry juice just to be there to give it a slight pinky color. Some recipes call for a double shot. Really, it's up to you on how much you want to put in it. Obviously, the more you put in, the weaker it'll be. The less you put in, the stronger it'll be. I like to put a shot in, so the small side of the measure in my Cosmopolitans. And there you have it. That's all the ingredients in the shaker. So what we're going to do then is fill it with ice and give it another good hard shake. This is the last one we're shaking, so give it everything you've got. Let's go. Brilliant. Everyone's getting really good used to shaking, I can see. But yeah, again, once you're done shaking, just open up your container, whatever you're using, and strain it into your martini glass. So, and then you get that lovely, that classic Cosmo appearance, the lovely pink cocktail. And then the last thing we're going to do is just, if you take a knife or a peeler and just take the peel of the orange off. And then what we're going to do is spread the oils of the orange peel over the cocktail. Just give it a lovely aroma. And just squeeze those oils now over the top of the cocktail. Wipe it around the rim as well. On the stem of the glass, make sure you get it all over your fingers when you drink it. And there you have it. That's the Cosmopolitan. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. So the first thing you should get when you try it is that lovely smell of orange that we expressed over the top, and then the cranberry and Cointreau, the sweet orange liqueur that we added in there. I find works so nicely. It's a really easy drinking drink, and there is also a lot of alcohol in it. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Again, if it's too strong for you, you You can add just a little bit more cranberry juice. I love it like that. But unfortunately, next we're going to be moving on to our last cocktail of the night. The last cocktail is called a treacle. It's another stirred drink, so we can all have a rest from shaking for the night. For this one, you're going to need your rum, the Angostura bitters again, it's in that little pipette bottle, the apple juice, whatever you've got left, and the sugar syrup as well. But I'll give you guys a few minutes to enjoy that Cosmopolitan. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes. But cheers.
This glass.
What's this for?
Treacle.
I think in the taller one, you don't talk about.
Rum, apple juice.
Yeah, go taller.
Alright. Okay.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Yes.
Oh, look at chocolate. I'll sit here.
Yes.
I don't.
I know, that's good. Just pour a shit ton of sugar syrup into that last crack one. It makes it a lot better.
Don't claim that as your good idea anyway.
All right.
Ellie, are you drinking? Yeah.
Where's your mate gone?
Ellie,
Don't know.
make sure you drink that, please. I haven't seen you drinking very much.
It's because I drank the other two. I drank the Mai Tai, the first one. I didn't like the Eden.
She hogged all the
Like
first one.
Eden, we loved that last week.
Yeah, I quite like that, and I'm not really a gin person.
Yeah, we loved that one.
Eden with vodka.
Is it vodka?
Yeah, with Saint Germain.
Oh, yeah.
Saint Germain? Saint Germain.
Saint Germain.
Saint Germain.
This one's actually yours, alright?
Well, that one's all right. I think that just needed more.
Yeah, a little bit more orange. I really thought I'd like that one.
Lime, yeah. Ginger. Oh no, so I'm reading the
Yeah,
wrong
half a slice.
one. I'm reading the wrong one. Rum. Okay.
Bitters. Apple juice.
Apple juice.
Sugar
Sugar syrup.
Apple juice. Sorry.
Sugar syrup.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. I hope you've all enjoyed the drinks so far. Unfortunately, this is our last drink of the night. But yeah, like I said, I hope you've enjoyed the class. This last drink is called a treacle. It's a variation on an old-fashioned, probably the quintessential classic cocktail. It was invented by a very famous British bartender called Dick Bradsell, who invented it just sort of as an easy drinking rum drink. And I hope you will enjoy it. So this is a drink that we're going to build in our glass, again, a lot like the Negroni, and stir it in the glass. And the apple juice is just there to dilute it at the end. But we're going to start off with our rum, the main ingredient in this. So again, we've got our lovely Mount Gay rum. And we're going to add a double shot to the large side of our measure of the rum straight into your glass. I've got a little rum left over, so I'm going to chuck it straight in as well. Next, we're going to add our Angostura bitters. This is a very potent ingredient, so we've given you the pipette. So you just want a couple drops in there, maybe 6 or 7 drops into the rum. And then the final ingredient we're going to add is our sugar syrup, just to sweeten the whole thing. And for this, you just want a bar spoon measure straight into the glass. This is a very adaptable cocktail. So if when we try it in a second, it's not sweet enough for you, or if you really like the taste of the Angostura bitters, anything like that, feel free to add more. But after we've done that, add some ice to your glass. And then give it a good stir again, just chilling the cocktail, mixing all those ingredients together. You just want to mix it until your glass gets nice and frosted. Again, like I said, with the Negroni, ice will melt and dilute the cocktail. So you never want to overstir a stirred cocktail, because you can always add more water to it. You can't take water away. But that, in essence, is the treacle. Give that a try as it is. And what you've got is a rum old fashioned. But then if you add some apple juice to it, it's as much as you like, and then give it another try. It just makes it a really nice, easy drinking cocktail, because you've got this lovely sort of gold rum, nice vanilla that comes through with the apple and the bitters, a bit of sweetness as well. Oh, and we've also provided you with some dehydrated apple slices. Hopefully you've got in your bag. You can use those just to garnish the cocktail, or just have them as a little snack. They are very tasty. But there you have it. There is the treacle, which does unfortunately bring us to the end of the cocktail masterclass. I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. Thank you so much for buying the cocktail boxes. I hope we've provided you with a little bit of entertainment on your Saturday night. Hopefully we will reopen soon, and I will see all of you in here very soon. But until then, cheers, happy drinking, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers.
Bye. No, don't leave.
That's right.
Did you like that last one?